Ducktales! Let's get on with ducktales. Festival going on. We have this big plant that has a legend to it, and the three boys, Louie, Dewey, Bluey, are just taking pictures. But then you have Donald's band coming, and Donald gets reunited with his band, and then everyone holds a meeting, and Donald decides he wants to lie. And Scrooge doesn't want to go with it, but then Scrooge decided that he wants to go with it so he doesn't have to pay for all the money and stuff. And then Donald pretends that he's going to take over the business. Scrooge is done. And then the little girl duckling, finds a message of the plant. And
long ago, an invading force led a bloody massacre that left the town empty. From the wreckage, a single flower grew, proving that no matter how terrible a tragedy, life will always find a way to bloom anew. Now the town celebrates this triumph every year. Or something like that. My Portuguese is a little enfarado.
Wait, get out of the way. You're ruining my shot with your story.
That's what they thought the story was. They celebrate this bloom every year because whenever something bad happens, a new bloom is about to bloom. So, very interesting story, right? But it's not true. And we'll get to that in a minute. And his college band, they end up eating. And since Donald's pretending to be the new millionaire, taking over Scrooge's business and having Scrooge retire as a lie, and he's also trying to steal money from Scrooge's wallet. And he steals...
What do you mean you're getting the band back together? $351.47. Can't put a price on that smile. That lunch cost...
The little duck goes on why Bluey is taking more pictures, tells the story about the donkey, how he's a legend, and, well, it's very interesting. Okay. There's this one girl that says, "Have a good day." What did you say? Have a good day. And then something creepy happens. And then, Donald wants to use more money for a tour, because he's planning on taking the band on a tour. And he wants to use more money. But Scrooge tries to stop him. And he has to pretend to be old so he can't do it, but he tries really hard to stop him. And once the band leaves, Donald fights with Scrooge. And unfortunately, Donald takes it. And then Scrooge gets even more mad. And then the little duckling...
Huh? Have a great day. Thank you. Of course. Have a great day. Thank you. Of course.
Then, the little girl goes up to another lady and she says, "Have a good day. Thank you." And she repeats the same thing over. Those people break out and then start taking the three ducks and tying them all together. And then all you have left is the band and Donald. I just want to put on another song, and that's what they do. And then band... So first, Scrooge wants Donald to tell the truth, and then he gets attacked by the plant. And then Donald tries to run to his band, saying that they're in huge trouble, but the band doesn't believe him. And that story that you heard the girl say earlier, it wasn't a legend. It was a warning, and no one paid attention. Donald tries to tell the ducks the truth, that he's not a billionaire, and Scrooge is not that old. And then the whole band was lying too, and they end up telling the truth to each other. And then when they see that their family's in danger, they sing a song. And unfortunately, it kills the plant, and they're all saved. But then, after the trip, they decide to leave, and they talk about their funny adventures. And this whole time, the Bluey's like, "I'm not going to delete these. I want to remember them, And he's looking at all of them, and he thought they were weird, so he deleted them all, so that it could look like it never happened. So it's time.
Things really did work out, huh? Maybe we should get the band back together for real this time.
What? That's a great idea.
Oh, no! Turbulence! Curse these withered old limbs! I'm so sorry.
It is so funny. Scrooge doesn't want to do that. Plants have eyeballs on it, and one of the dead eyeballs fell into the ground and created a new plant. Ooh, which is a scary cliffhanger. I wonder what's going to happen when when the events from this episode continue, not in the next episode, but in a future episode. Because Plant returns. Guess what? I wonder what's going to happen next. I have no idea, people. We got the next one's called Storkrulus and Duckbird. Ooh. I don't know what Storkrulus is. That's going to be next Saturday on our next duck review. However, in 2 weeks, we have Last Christmas. It's not quite Christmas yet. I know we're celebrating Thanksgiving, but DuckTales will be on Friday, November 30th, so I think they're moving to Friday. And that means we'll have Andy Mac and DuckTales on Friday, and I can make, DuckTales a little early. But I say we don't celebrate Christmas until December 1st, but given the fact that's only like a day early, that's not bad. So come see it on closing night Monday. You have 2 more chances. You lost 3, you have 2 more chances to come see Hunchback. $8 for adults, $5 for students. I don't know. I don't think there'll be any shows over Thanksgiving break, but I'll tell you more next week. So just subscribe, put your thoughts and comments below. I hope you like it. This poster. This Once Upon a Time poster. Whoa, it came back. Get out of here. Whoa. Oh dear. No, get away on the greatest actor of 2020. Bye, and see you in the next video. And bye on the bells of Notre Dame. Lightning Mills is out!